You can speak to me? Really? Is it time to become one with the Creator?
I've spoken to spirits before, but a talking skull? How odd.
'Tis true. I know more about the afterlife than anyone. And my experiences of the past few centuries have been uncanny indeed. How do I possess all this knowledge? What man am I? Or woman? It has all been erased from my memory. Faded with the long march of time. Why am I yet bound to this world?
No body, no memory, but you haven't lost your ability to speak. What else do you still possess?
I know not. Could it be that I need time to recollect who I am? Someone scattered my bones over the marshes, and I can feel something connected to me in the very middle of it. My immortality is a heavy burden. If only I could find a way to become one with creation. The one who lies here, beneath my bones, witnessed a mighty assault. An army charging through the blossoming hills towards the walls of the town. He walked among the undead, risen by black necromancy and fear. If an arrow fired from the walls of Marcella did not kill him, that fear would.
Marcella has not been attacked since the days of King Maximus. What battle are you talking about?
I wouldn't know. My bones were brought here to be secreted away. A woman, a powerful sorceress, wept over them. She lamented for all those fallen, while serving a knight by the name of Baldwin. All those cloven by dwarven axes, or pierced by the spears of the undead. The mourner's magic protected those warriors slain by the necromancers. But centuries have passed, and all that is left of her tears are the ghost lilies.
Lilies grown from tears. If only I were a bard.
Yes, they are but an echo of those time-worn spells. The fair knight Baldwin led the Marcellan army into battle. This is the spot where Baldwin's protector perished. A squire whose name has been lost to the centuries fought to protect his master until his wounds forced him to the ground. The last thing he saw, before his eyes went black, were the last of Morkult's units fleeing back to Rigern.
You're telling me that Morkult of Rigern laid siege to Marcella? That was 500 years ago, during the reign of King Maximus.
Yes, in truth, it was a long time ago. So that's what. It was I, Nisevra the Sorcerer, who learned King Maximus was absent on a mission to conquer the elves, and led the undead to the walls of Marcella. What would the Dukes of Rigern, Hugo, and Morkult do without me? Those good-for-nothings. They are but dust under the boots of the mighty Masters of Death. Thus thought I, but twin lightning bolts from two of Nevedis' sorceresses reduce me to ash. Separately, I would have thrashed either of them.
Are you going to tell me that in order to return to the world of the living, you must kill me?
I long for vengeance on all those who lived while I lay dead. You will be but the first victim of the mighty Nisevra.
Best wishes and robust health to you, Honorable Postum.
Same to you. What do you want?
I can hardly believe it. You remember me.
Your son is safe in life and limb. He and his wife were at the Mage's Tower, seeking a certain mad mage who took their money and then vanished.
I suspected as much. He squanders every gold piece his father, may his eternal rest be peaceful, scraped together in his service to the Duke of Wilmore. I had the misfortune to check his father's trunk. And what did I find? Half the gold is gone.
You think your son stole from you?
Albert or Ursula, no matter now. I realized he's been an evil little weed all along. No good will ever come of him. I will disinherit him. You can tell him as much, the wretch.
Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his
Oh,
royal
beauty of
majesty.
beauties, you've stolen my heart. Would you like to go for a walk?
Really? What is it this time?
What do you know about the Mage Factory guards? I met one of them by the name of Titus.
Naught. I only remember that Lucius was Centurion at the Mage Factory. About his subordinates, the commanders and quartermaster, I know nothing. If it's truly important, ask the refugees who set up camp on the outskirts of town.
I discovered that one of your men is entangled with a band of highwaymen. For a small fee, he helps them rob travelers, right close to the capital.
Impossible. I vouch for my men's integrity. Every single one.
That's good to know. But explain this. How does it happen that after 2 months, you still cannot pin down the gang preying on travelers on Rickville Road?
Well, I never. Boston told me the bandits left for the mountains a long time ago, and that the road was clear.
Free? What a joker. Go to the outpost and you'll see signs of a fight. Or better still, arrest Postum and his mate Snip. After a couple of lashes, they'll give you the full account of their shady dealings.
This bread is so good. You're the one who brought us bread? May Eliu protect you.
And cheese? I thought it...
Oh,
Yes, Rickville is famous for its cheese.
aren't you afraid to come this way? Everyone else is.
Not us Rickvillians.
Oh.
All we care about is a person's work ethic. What can you do, for example?
Look for Titus and his cowardly guards. I have nothing more to tell you.
I'm tired of living here. How much longer must we slave away for that George?
At least he pays. Anyway, we can't return to Parnak.
But maybe things will settle down.
You lot are lousy warriors. And liars, for that matter.
What do you mean?
I spoke with the workers from the Mage Factory. They told me about the mayhem that occurred. Also, I know the guards abandoned their posts and were among the first to fly to safety.
Very well. You win. Let me unburden my conscience. 2 aristocrats came to the Mage Factory that night, their faces hidden under masks. They had a guest pass from Palatinus, the mage from the lab who's in charge of poisons. Then there was an explosion that made the ground shake. We're guards, you know, not heroes. We ran so fast you'd think Ulogi was chasing us.
So you were the first to run away and witnessed nothing at all?
Of course I bolted. Do you have any idea what Palatinus is capable of? I do. One of my men once stepped in a colorful puddle near the laboratory. He and the man in the bunk next to him suffered a horrible death. 2 more lost their minds. And for what? For the good of Nostria and His Majesty? That night I heard cries from Palatinus' laboratory. An explosion and some shouts were enough for me. I ran and took my people with me. I ran as far as I could.
Do you have any proof of what you've said?
What do you think? Here it is, the guest letter, with his signature and his personal seal. Take it. Hang me or pardon me, your choice. I might be a coward, but our spears are of no use against poison. I told you everything I know, truly. Ask Palatinus. If he still lives, that is.
Hugo, do you realize how badly you let us down?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Why did you do
more.
that?
Askold used to talk a lot about this crypt he stumbled upon. Told me it's full of gold.
Well, what is it? Tell me, is it pretty?
It is. Towers tall as the sky and pure white. And the people are all thin.
Bridville's ways are certainly curious. A brother and sister quarreling for 7 years. As if every family...
How do you like that wonderful fresh bread from our Garrick?
Aha,